My name is Christian Posta, and I'm the Global Field CTO at Solo.io. In this quick demo, we're going to take a look at how Kagent uses the newly announced agent-substrate project to more optimally run agents in Kubernetes. So Kagent is an agent framework and runtime that has been built specifically for Kubernetes. Everything gets defined as custom resources. You can bring your own agents as well. And then what Kagent brings is a unified runtime. So how you deploy, how you collect telemetry and observability, how you apply maybe memory to the agents, how you configure models across the agents, access to various tools, models, other agents, etc. All of that stuff is defined in a Kubernetes friendly way using custom resources. Now, out of the box, the way Kagent runs is, if we come over here and take a look at the Kagent namespace, it runs a few controllers, right? So we have the UI, a tools server here, the actual Kagent controller. But it also runs out of the box agents. So actually, if I look at the agent custom resources, right, we can see the custom resources here. If we take a look at the Kubernetes agent, we can see it'll expose an A to A interface. We can give it the system prompt. We can configure what model it should use. And we can give it tools as well from various tool servers. These are the built-in tools. You can also specify your own or configure an MCP server. But the main point is these agents here run as individual pods. So here's the Istio agent, the Kubernetes agent, Cilium agent, and so on. And you can create your own. You can deploy your own, and these run as pods. The problem with pods in an agent environment is that pods were built for long-running services that are taking predictable load, and you want to size the number of pods based on the traffic coming in and so on. Agents are much more, they're ephemeral, they'll pop up, they will execute some code and then go away, or maybe not go away completely, but just pause. And there could be millions and millions of these actors or these components that are running in Kubernetes. Kubernetes was not built for that. So that's where the agent-substrate project comes into the picture, which is an optimization layer on top of Kubernetes for running agents or actors, they'll call it, but specifically for this type of workload. You can think it's kind of like the way you would see a Lambda run, okay, because there's some similarities here. However, agents are stateful, and we need to capture their state and save that off and then resume it as well. So agent substrate. So what we've done is we've implemented agent substrate inside of Kagent. So what we can do, and the way it works is you run a worker pool. So if we come over here, and maybe we come over here and say get the workload pool. Well, so I've defined a demo one. You can see here there's only one replica, and the way Substrate works is you define a worker pool. This could be one pod, as you can see here, or you can 100 pods. But the point is that agent actors, as they're created, will be scheduled into these workloads, into these worker pools, and then paused and resumed from there, right? So a worker may run only a single agent at any point in time, but over time it will run a bunch of different agents. So agent A can be scheduled into a worker, then snapshotted and taken out. Agent B can then be put into that worker and again snapshotted, and maybe agent A comes back. Right, so it's an optimization on top of Kubernetes. So let's take a look here Actually, if we view the, we'll pop this into a different tab. The substrate, we can see we have one worker that I showed you. We're going to create a, there are no actors right at the moment. What we're going to do is we're going to create a new agent. So we'll call this, I don't know, my demo substrate agent. We'll put this into the Kagent namespace. This is fine to run as a declarative, but it doesn't have to. It can bring your own, or there's another setup for if you want to bring your own agent harness. So something like Claude or Hermes or OpenClaw or something like that. We'll run this in a sandbox, and specifically the agent-substrate sandboxing components. And we'll let all the snapshotting and stuff happen default. We will just take the default agent's instructions for the moment. We'll pick the only model here that we have defined. And why don't we add a tool? Okay, so we'll save that. And now we have our agent. So let me go ahead and create it. Oh, this is for a demo. Go ahead and create it. Now, what's going to happen under the covers is Substrate's going to take this configuration that we just created. It's going to take a snapshot of it called the golden snapshot, and it's going to use that to boot any new actors from this template. So if we come over here and take a look at you can see in the Substrate pane that it's waiting for the golden actor. So the golden actor actually deploys. It doesn't run, but it'll actually deploy, grab the state, and then be ready to deploy at some point. So here we can see we have our actor template. We do have a suspended agent, and our worker pool is idle. There's nothing deployed there. So let's go ahead. Let's refresh this and take a look. This is the agent that I just created. If I click into it, we can see now we have this agent. How are you doing? What tools do you have? So I'll take it and I'll run it. But you'll see in Kubernetes, we don't have we have the Kate's agent, Istio agent, but we don't have a specific pod deployed for this new demo agent. We have the one worker, and that worker actually is this pod. And we'll see in the demo as I start interacting with the agent that the actor of this agent will get scheduled into the worker and then suspended from the worker, which means it opens the worker up for additional agents that could run. So if we say, all right, how are you doing? What tools do you have? We'll say, we'll send it in. We'll see it running. We'll come over here real quick. You can see in the Substrate dashboard that this was running. It's now suspended. We would have seen the actor deployed here in the workers. We'll give it another try. It goes quick because the agent is responding pretty quickly. Let's ask it to what tools do you have and how do you call them? We'll see if that takes a little bit longer. So we'll send that into the agent. We'll pop We'll pop over to the dashboard. We'll see that well, it resumed and went real fast here. Oh, okay. Try again. I don't know. A little transient error here, maybe. Send it. And we'll see. Okay, now we see that it's running. We see that the worker does have an actor. Well, okay, so then it got suspended out. So this is what we expect, right? It's the agents will run and use resources when they need it, but then when they're when they're done, then we want to snapshot them and take them out. But another point is these agents are stateful. When we resume them, they resumed exactly from where they were paused. So they maintain their state, and we save that off, and looks like we did get a real response here. we saved that state off into some storage system like cloud storage or wherever. So yeah, so Kagent, check it out. So if we go kagent.dev and we go into the docs for Kagent and we take a look at the examples, agent-substrate. So the latest release 097 has support for this. This will walk you through setting this up and running this exact demo that I just ran. So take a look at Kagent, take a look at agent-substrate. Thanks.